S&P Global released the news in last month for safe, sustainable aviation fuel production in 2024. Let's listen to the news.
SAF production to triple to 1.5 mil MT in 2024, but progress slow. IATA. Author Thomas Washington. Highlights. SAF only 3% of renewable fuel output in 2023. IATA. Demand not a problem with every drop used. SAF at considerable premium to jet. Production of sustainable aviation fuel in 2024 will triple from 2023 levels to 1.875 billion liters, or 1.5 million metric tons. Still a tiny share of aviation supply needs and governments have more work to do, the International Air Transport Association said December 6. The 2024 level will account for a mere 0.53% of aviation's fuel requirements and 6% of renewable fuel capacity, as large shares of renewable fuel capacity coming online are earmarked for other renewable fuels, the IATA said in a statement. SAF as a portion of all renewable fuel production will only grow to 6% in 2024 from 3% in 2023, an allocation which keeps prices high, whereas aviation needs between 25% and 30% of renewable fuel production capacity to go to SAF, IATA Director General Willie Walsh said. Until such levels are reached, we will continue missing huge opportunities to advance aviation's decarbonization. It is government policy that will make the difference, Walsh said. Platts assessed SAF CIF-ARA at $2,845.75 per metric ton December 5, compared to NWE CIF jet cargoes at $849.75 per metric ton, S&P Global Commodity Insights data showed. Governments must prioritize policies to incentivize the scaling up of SAF production and to diversify feedstocks with those available locally, said. The third Conference on Aviation Alternative Fuels, CAF/3, hosted by the International Civil Aviation Organization, agreed a global framework to promote SAF production in all geographies for fuels used in international aviation to be 5% less carbon intensive by 2030. To reach this level, about 14 million metric tons of SAF needs to be produced, IATA said. Aviation has no viable alternatives for long-haul flight decarbonization other than SAF, market watchers have noted. Demand not a problem. Demand is the issue, as every drop of SAF produced has been bought and used. In fact, SAF added $756 million to a record-high fuel bill in 2023, according to IATA figures. At least 43 airlines have already committed to use some 13 million metric tons of SAF in 2030, with more agreements being announced regularly, the association said. The majority of SAF currently in use is produced by the HFA process, a similar method used to make renewable diesel. It is favored by refiners, given the ability to convert existing refining units to run and/or co-process renewable feedstocks. HFA feedstocks include readily available soybean oil, beef tallow, and used cooking oil, with the SAF produced needed to be blended with 50% of petroleum-based jet fuel to be viable as a drop-in fuel. But as global SAF demand grows, the HFA method of SAF production will not be sufficient to meet demand, nor the ever-tightening mandates for lower carbon intensity fuels and lower greenhouse gases. Global SAF supply in 2023 is pegged at 1.29 million metric tons, with HFA-based SAF accounting for 1.21 million metric tons of total supply, according to estimates from S&P Global. In 2024, S&P Global estimates global SAF supply will reach 2.13 million metric tons, of which 2.03 million metric tons will be HFA-produced SAF. However, global SAF demand consistently lags supply, estimated at 1.24 million metric tons in 2023 and rising to 2.156 million metric tons in 2024, S&P Global said. IATA recommended December 6 that governments accelerate investments in SAF by traditional oil companies, ensure renewable fuel production incentives encourage sufficient SAF quantities, focus stakeholders on regional diversification of feedstock and SAF production, identify, and prioritize high-potential production projects for investment support, and deliver a global SAF accounting framework. SAF production to triple to 1.5 mil MT in 2024.
So as we talked to our client, and they said the increase of SAF will be slow, but will be stable because it will be one way. When the increase will never come back. And we can try to listen to this video in Chinese again.
2024年 SAF 产量将增加3倍至150万吨，但进展缓慢。国际航空运输协会作者托马斯·华盛顿。亮点 SAF 仅占2023年可再生燃料产量的 3%。国际航空运输协会需求不是问题 ，SAF 比飞机溢价可观。2024年的可持续航空燃料产量将从2023年的水平增加3倍至 18.75 亿升和150万吨，仍占航空供应需求的一小部分。政府还有更多工作要做。国际航空运输协会12月6日表示，确实如此。国际航空运输协会在一份声明中表示，2024年的水平将仅占航空燃料需求的 0.53% 和可再生燃料容量的 6%， 因为上限的可再生燃料容量中有很大一部分专门用于其他可再生燃料。国际航空运输协会总干事威利·沃尔什说，SAF 占所有可再生燃料产量的一部分将仅从2023年的 3% 增长到2024年的 6%， 这一分配使价格居高不下，而航空需要 25% 至 30% 的可再生燃料生产能力才能分配给 SAF。 在达到这样的水平之前，我们将继续错过推进航空脱碳的巨大机会。政府政策将有所作为，沃尔什说。全球大宗商品洞察数据显示，12月5日 Platts 估计 SAF CIF error 为 2845.75 美元吨，而新到岸价喷气式飞机货物的年利率为 849.75 美元吨。沃尔什说，政府必须优先考虑政策，以激励扩大 SAF 的产量，并利用当地可用的原料实现多样化。由国际民用航空组织办的第3届航空替代燃料会议 IATA 商定了一个全球框架，以促进所有地区的 SAF 生产，到2030年将国际航空所用燃料的碳密集度减少 5%。 国际航空运输协会说，要达到这个水平，需要生产大约1400万吨 SAF。 市场观察家指出，除了 SAF 以外，航空没有其他可行的长途航班脱碳替代方案。需求不是问题，因为生产的每一滴 SAF 都已被购买和使用。实际上，根据国际航空运输协会的数据， SAF 在2023年为创纪录的燃油账单增加了 7.56 亿美元。该协会表示，至少有43家航空公司已经承诺在2030年使用约1300万吨 SAF， 并定期宣布更多协议。目前使用的大多数 SAF 都是通过 HEFA 工艺生产的，这是一种用于制造可再生柴油的类似方法。鉴于能够将现有炼油装置转化为运行和或协同处理可再生原料，它受到炼油商的青睐。HEFA 原料包括现成的大豆油、牛脂和用过的食用油，生产的 SAF 需要与 50% 的石油机喷气燃料混合才能作为直接燃料。但是，随着全球 SAF 需求的增长， HEFA 的 SAF 生产方法将不足以满足需求，也不足以满足对较低碳强度燃料和降低温室气体的日益紧缩的要求。根据标普全球的估计，2023年全球 SAF 的供应量预计为129万吨，其中总部位于 HEFA 的 SAF 占总供应量的121万吨。标普全球估计，到2024年，全球 SAF 供应量将达到213万吨，其中203万吨将是 HEFA 生产的 SAF。但是，标普全球表示，全球可持续航空燃料需求一直落后于供应，估计2023年为124万吨，到2024年将增至215.6万吨。国际航空运输协会于12月6日建议， 政府应加快传统石油公司对 SAF 的投资，确保可再生燃料生产激励措施鼓励足够的 SAF 数量，让利益相关者关注原料和 SAF 生产的区域多元化，确定并优先考虑高潜力的生产项目以获得投资支持，并制定全球 SAF 会计框架。
So 2024 will be a big year for aviation fuel, and of course it will also for normal biofuel. So we hope 2024 will be a good year for everybody. Thanks for watching.